Right now, Israel and Iran appear to be standing at the brink, edging closer to an all-out conflict. This morning, in-depth coverage of this story, beginning with what Israel and Iran are saying to each other now.
Iran made a big mistake and it will pay for it. The regime in Iran does not understand our determination to defend ourselves and our determination to retaliate against our enemies. We will stand by the rule we established. Whoever attacks us, we will attack him.
باید این جانی رو سر جاش بنشونم که دست از این کاراش برداره، چون اگه بخواد ادامه بده به این سادگی نی. دفعه دیگه اگه بخواد کاری بکنه که امنیت ما رو به هم بزنه، ما هم امنیت اونا رو قادریم به هم بزنیم.
We're getting a first look this morning at the damage from the Iranian missile barrage at Israeli cities. This is a school in southern Israel. Iran is claiming this morning it fired 200 missiles at Israel. Israel's military puts the figure at 180 and adds just a handful made it through its air defenses. No Israelis are hurt. Palestinian officials, though, say a man was killed on the West Bank. This is a look at the damage in Tel Aviv this morning. That city, home to the Israeli spy agency's headquarters and a key target for Iranian missiles. Sasha Petrusik is live on the story from Jerusalem. Sasha, there are so many new developments since we've last spoken, so let's update everyone. The warning we heard from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, we understand he is meeting as we speak with security chiefs in Tel Aviv. What could Israel do next?
Well, that's an open question, Heather. Israel has, as you saw, vowed to retaliate. A serious retaliation, we are told, will be coming. But exactly how that will happen is still probably still being debated. I mean, the speculation here is that it will involve some sort of an airstrike or perhaps missiles, and that it may well target Iran's oil production facilities. Now, that is still hasn't probably been decided, but that would be a very vulnerable place to hit as far as Israel is concerned, because Iran's economy is suffering, so there'd be an economic impact, probably not only in Iran but elsewhere as well. But there would also be obviously the material impact of Israel hitting that area, plus it would keep it away probably from civilian areas. So that's one consideration, but there are many others that are, I'm sure, being looked at right now. Israel has been accused in the past of hitting Iran in many different ways, in covert ways and in overt ways, so I'm sure they have a list of things that they could be doing. You mentioned the damage all over the country. Yeah, that's just coming to light today. People are assessing that damage. There's a story of 100 houses in a suburb of Tel Aviv that was hit by shrapnel that fell from all these missiles and the interceptor missiles. Once these missiles are hit, the parts come falling down. We're also hearing that a number of air bases in Israel were also damaged. Now, the military is quick to say that no soldiers were hit. They are saying that no weapons were hit, no planes were hit, but there was damage there. And we do know that Iran said yesterday that that was going to be one of the targets. So that's not much of a surprise, really. But we are seeing these bits and pieces. One interesting thing is that Israel will not reveal what percentage of the missiles were intercepted, because they say that that is one thing that could help Iran figure out the next attack and how to avoid this very sophisticated air defense system. Heather?
Sasha, as we speak to you, we're also keeping an eye live on the border. We have a live camera showing us that Israel-Lebanon border. And we've seen in some of our other live shots this morning, some of the smoke, the plumes of smoke still rising from airstrikes. But I'm wondering about the ground incursion into the south of Lebanon this morning. What is happening there? What's the latest?
That area is becoming much more confrontational, much more violent. We are hearing that Israeli troops are now running into Hezbollah fighters on the other side. There have been some skirmishes. We are hearing that the very first Israeli soldier, a 22-year-old commando who was going in, the very first Israeli soldier to be killed in this operation in the south of Lebanon, that's been announced. So we are hearing that this is turning into more of a fight than simply going in and clearing out infrastructure, which is the way it was presented by Israel yesterday. We are also hearing that the Israeli military is calling up 2 new brigades, an armored brigade and also an infantry brigade. Now, if that's the case, and if those brigades do go into Lebanon, in addition to the commandos that we've been talking about, that is going to start to look much more like some sort of a major ground incursion, maybe even an invasion of that southern area, because it's no longer a small group of soldiers going into destroy the entrance of a tunnel, which is, as I say, how it was presented yesterday. That's starting to look like something much more formidable and potentially could leave Israel there for quite a long time. The air campaign is continuing. Many people have died. We're hearing from Lebanese officials that 1,900 people have died, mostly in the last couple of weeks of this conflict. And the Lebanese officials are also saying that most of these are civilians. They're not releasing specific numbers, though, so we have no way of knowing. Israel always insists that it targets Hezbollah fighters and tries to avoid civilian deaths. But many civilian areas of Lebanon are emptying now because of this threat, especially villages in the south and also some of the suburbs of Beirut, which are now very empty. Heather?
Sasha, I appreciate the reporting again today. Thank you. Sasha Petrusik, live in Jerusalem this morning.